We'll go for the summer. When I'm light, boy, got your body on my mind. You make my heart beat faster. I'll be a sweet disaster. Deep in my palm, I want your love, love, love. Take off your clothes, clothes, clothes. I want your love, love, love. You drink my rose, rose, rose. I want your love.
Hello Sagittarius, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of August 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of July. So let's see what is in store for you for August. So the first card for you representing the present positions or towards the beginning of the month of August, you have the Nine of Hearts. So it looks like that you have quite a good month to start with in the month of August. It looks like that you have already achieved what you want, especially during the month of August. It looks like that if you, for instance, if you are applying for a new job, then possibly you get a call back early in the month of August for the, like, for instance, like second interview or even a final interview, and even possibly for some of you may get a job offer, especially during the beginning of the month of August. For some of you who are not looking for a new job, for instance, possibly you are happy with your current situations in the job that you are in right now, and possibly you are thinking of going for holiday. That can be also indicating here. So the next card that you have representing the bridge cards or the influence cards toward the middle of the month, you have the Two of Diamonds. So the Two of Diamonds here indicates that if you do have plan for taking a holiday, for instance, possibly you get the approval of your holiday in the beginning of the month, but then during the middle of the month, it looks like that a lot of things coming up at the workplace to you, possibly because if you want to go for vacations or holiday, then you might have to clear up all of your responsibilities, all your pending tasks, for instance. Then it is what it is, like people start chasing you, asking if you can finish this one first, or you can possibly give or deliver this kind of projects beforehand, before you go on vacations or before you leave in some points. So that is something that is common here, and it looks like that this kind of like busyness in some way that happened in the workplace actually also impacted to your personal space or personal life. It looks like that your partner or your parents also need you a lot, and it looks like that a lot of people are just coming at you at once, and it is some kind of feelings that you have during the month of August, especially during the middle of the month. So let's see the next one that you have representing the past position of your spreads. You have the Eight of Diamonds. So it looks like that in the past you are working on your own projects, like your individual like goals if you have in your work situations. It looks like that, for instance, if you work on your task or your responsibility, it looks like that you have another additional responsibility that you possibly work for quite some time, and that is something that you possibly have quite a bit like taking most of your time, possibly because of this project. Then you have to like work late, or even like going back or working in the weekend, for instance. That possibly happened, especially in the past until now. and also until the middle of the month of August, possibly. And that is something that possibly trigger you of going for holiday as well, because you want to clear up these things and then be done with that, and then therefore you can go for a holiday in some way, in some sort. So the next card that you're representing the things that you learn from the past, you have the Four of Club. So in the past you learned a lot from the people around you, especially people that supporting you in your work environments that are correlates with your goals and your wishes. It looks like that, like somehow you learn a lot from the people in your home as well, like your parents or your loved one or your kids, like people that, or your siblings, like it's just like people that close to your personal space that are applicable to, so the principles are applicable for your managing your tasks, managing how to communicate with the people, or how to communicate or do the things that you have to do, like your responsibility, how to manage your time and things like that. That is something that you learn a lot from the people, especially in your home environments. So the next that you're representing the things that you need to let go of from the past, you have the Ace of Heart. So there's something kind of emotional renewal here that you possibly has with regards to your career as well. Like for instance, if you try to set up a new home business, but that's something that you feel like the renewal of your environments here, like you feel like you have, in the past there was no support at all, but it can be different because some of you have got so much people around you are supporting you a lot, and that is something that makes you feel you are not alone, because maybe some of you were kind of isolated, I would say, from the people around because you have too much work to do, and therefore when you want to do something on your own, people are just like you are suspicious of other people in some way. You just want do your own things, but if I share this to you, then you may give me some kind of judgmental opinions and things like that that may not be representative of your situations. And with this card, it looks like that is something that you need to let go of, because sometimes people are be there for you. It's not like they have negative indications or negative hidden agendas towards you for their own purpose. But yeah, some of them of course they do have, but people around you that are close to you, I don't think so. Like your loved one or your parents, they may not be having any hidden agenda towards you. They just simply want to help you out, and that is something that you may have to give out to these kind of prejudgmental things that you always has towards other people that you know that they might not help you sincerely. So that's something that you may have to give out for. So the next card that you are representing the future cards toward the end of the month, you have the Four of Hearts. So this card indicates that there might be some kind of I would say an offer possibly towards the end of the month, offering of help to you, or even offering of a new opportunity, like a job or a new project that may interest you, but in some way you do not have the time, the effort, the energies, and the allocation of your space, for instance. and that is something that may not be sufficient for you. So try to be more practical. That is a point here. So try to be practical and see if this is something that you can do. Do you still have the resources to do that? Do you still have the time to do that? Do you still have the energies, and without sacrificing the things that you are doing right now? So that is something that you may have to think about it before you jump into it. So be mindful that there is a Mercury retrograde cycle here in the month of August. I think it will end by the end of August, so be prepared, like things twice or even 4 times, or even talk to people, new people around you, or people in your work situation or in your workplace. Take their opinions on to you before you decide anything new. So the last card you have representing the clarifying card at the bottom of the deck, you have the 4 of Spades. So yeah, it looks like that if you do want to have a vacations or holiday in the month of August, try to prepare everything before you leave. Don't leave anything pending, because that makes people get nervous of you, possibly. And then the impact will be they will do some harsh thing towards you. So don't be like doing it too, like I would say, in a short period of time. I would say don't be too much on that. So be more into like a planning stage. Talk to them, but you have already got everything finished or get everything set up, and then talk to the people around you that you are going to a holiday, for instance. Then possibly this will be acceptable for them. Then you have already the timeline when you will get things done, and that makes people calm and don't really push you too much or too hard onto your space. So I hope that this reading is helpful for you, and if you do like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed already, just click subscribe. And if you want to donate to our channel, just send us via PayPal to our email below, and see you next month. Thank you.